LEGO has discontinued the powered-up battery box. Why? This was such an awesome little battery box that allowed you to control the powered-up motors without having to use a phone, exactly like in Power Functions. Yet on the official LEGO website, the battery box has a discount of 40%. Normally, such major discounts are only whenever LEGO is discontinuing something and is simply trying to get rid of the old stock. Furthermore, the powered-up battery box was never sold in North America, so because of that and because of the discount, the battery box is definitely discontinued. But how do we know this simply isn't because of the battery box getting 4 screws? Well, the normal Control Plus hub is also getting 4 screws, but it is not receiving any heavy discounts. It is still available for the full retail price. I have two main theories for why this is the case. First, LEGO could be completely redesigning the battery box from the ground up. It retailed for €35, and it essentially had the exact same functionality, nothing more than the $7 Power Functions battery box. So maybe in the production process something was way too expensive that caused the insane retail price. So I think that LEGO is trying to severely reduce the production cost so that way it could be sold for $7 or $10 again. LEGO could simply achieve this by simply bringing back the old form factor of the Power Functions battery box, but simply add some powered up ports so that way it could support 4 motors. Which brings me to my next point. The powered up battery box only had 2 ports instead of 4. This was very limiting. You could only connect 1 motor and 1 pair of lights, or you could only connect 2 pair of lights or only 2 motors. So not much customization, and LEGO never released a splitter for powered up, so you're kind of limited. You had to use extra battery boxes, which only added extra weight to your model, and it wasn't very ergonomic or efficient. What would I personally like to see in the powered up battery box? Well, we definitely need a speed regulator, much like in the old rechargeable battery box. It had a speed regulator, controlled the resistance of the current applied to the motor. It was super awesome. Furthermore, maybe it could be a rechargeable battery box, but not only that, it should support wireless Qi charging. Many sets simply have the battery box on the very bottom, like the Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey, for example. Instead of having to plug in a cable, you could simply, or take out the battery box, you could simply put the set itself on top of a Qi charging pad, and boom, that's all you need to do. But of course, also include a USB-C plug on the battery box, so that way you could recharge it with a wire. Of course, with all of these fancy features, the battery box would be really expensive. My perfect battery box would have it to be $10 or $7 and simply just be exactly like the old Power Functions battery box, with just a basic switch and 4 ports. If you're enjoying the video so far and news reports like this, then make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You will not find technical content like this anywhere else. No pressure though. No pressure. My second theory for why this is the case is that LEGO simply wants to avoid having sets with 1 motor and 1 battery box, like the bucket wheel excavator, class Zeron tractor, among many others. They want to have remotely controlled gearboxes like in the 8043 motorized excavator, and in recent years, in 2020, we got the Volvo articulated hauler, which had a motorized speed transmission gearbox. In 2021, in October, we got the CAT D11 bulldozer, which had a motorized distribution gearbox. And so I think LEGO wants to go the route of having remotely controlled gearboxes as opposed to motorized gearboxes that still have to be manually controlled. Now, I certainly hope that this isn't the case, and I hope that LEGO is simply redesigning the battery box and making it more cost-effective or something like that. But what do you think of the powered up battery box getting discontinued? Will LEGO bring it back? Will they redesign it? Are they getting rid of it altogether? Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This is your Unbrick Me here, and I'll see you in the next one.